Got to give the dude props, man. You got to give that dude props. 5 years, and in 5 years, you have to look at just how ridiculously successful Homeboy has been. Because you looked at Liverpool, under Rodgers and sort of, and you were like, okay, well, can this guy really win anything? And sort of, and the key thing to note is where Klopp was. So remember, Klopp started off amazingly well at Dortmund. I keep saying this again and again. I know I sound like a broken record. One of the most entertaining teams that I've seen in recent times was Klopp's Dortmund side. The way they played football, the way they moved the ball around, how he used the striker, specifically how he used Lewandowski, and the way that they would counter, and just the way that they would, and just the spacing he had. I just thought it was such a great alternative to the tiki taka, which I did personally enjoy. But he almost got relegated. He almost got relegated, and that final season for Dortmund was tough for your boy. But rather than people said, "Oh no, Klopp is washed, he's finished," I think a lot of people said, "Bro, Bayern pretty much stole all of his players, and all of his best players were stolen." But I think the issue was, okay, well, even if those guys are gone, do you have a plan B? Can you really change things? So when Liverpool got him, I was like, I still thought this is still a great acquisition, because let's just see whether he can still acquire players and keep his players. Because if he had kept Kagawa, Lewandowski, Götze, Hummels, Gundogan, and all those dudes, they would have won a Champions League eventually. So, but I thought, but then new club, new country, new rules. Okay. Like, how's this gonna go? Then when they got to that Europa League final, where guys, Sturridge's goal in that Europa League final is insane. Like, I remember that goal was amazing, but it was Sevilla. It's Sevilla. But I was like, wow, damn, like, because he joined on this day. He joined October 8th, midway through, took them to the Europa League final. Like, wow, that's big time, you know. So that's a pretty good thing to do in your first season. But then you never knew what he was going to achieve. But I think Klopp was aware of, they've never won this Premier League. They've never won this Premier League. And I think this is where Klopp he now raised in estimation, because I think once he took Dortmund to that CL final, you were like, oh, bro, that's amazing. Like, he's able to punch up above his weight, and that's all cool, But then once he now acquired Salah, Mane, Van Dijk, and sort of, you were like, okay, what's this guy doing? Then the first indication was that season with Salah, obviously the 17-18 season when Salah broke the goal scoring record. You're like, whoa, look at how he's been able to bring in that kind of extreme attack and offensive mindset into this Liverpool side, and look at how he's taken Salah to the next level with regards to how effective he can be. So I was like, oh, gee, this is interesting. And also, you also saw Mane on the come up, but again, didn't win any silver, didn't win any trophies. Then the big thing was that 18-19 season, where it was like, and this is where I knew that, okay, Klopp has now become one of the best in the world, because this is why I put him over Pep. He changed. He said, like, look, we have to change our approach. And I think in his mind was that we were so close to winning. Got 97 points, we're so close to winning. The aim, no, sorry, mistake. I'm confused. So 17-18 was Salah goal scoring record. Can't remember what position they finished there. They got to the final. Yes, they got to the CL final. So it was like, wow, boom. You're only your second season in with these guys, and you go to the CL final. It is what it is. Lost to Real Madrid. Real Madrid were just on one. Zidane was on that Juju white magic. But then, so the 18-19 season was where, boom, we go again. And this was where, okay, this guy is slowly raising in estimation, because they lost the league by 1 point. They pushed Man City all the way. And Pep was like, no, you're not going to have it easy. They pushed them all the way. And then they went ahead and they flipped it. So, Champions League final, the one season. Next season, they go ahead and they win the Champions League. And of course, you saw that crazy game against Barcelona. So, with that, it was like, bro, this guy's already a success. He's already a success. Look at, we came second. And as many guys said, that's points total would win the league in more seasons. The 97 points they got, that would win the league in more seasons. It's just that City were just City. So, which is why Pep said that his most satisfying league win was that 98-point season, based on how Liverpool pushed them all the way to the last day of the season. Liverpool fans would have said, look, man, no. It's a success. I know we want this Premier League and everything's a success. And this is where Klopp now moved ahead of Pep and was one of the best managers in the world, because most guys would be like, let's go again. We only lost it by 1 point. We are doing something right. And it is unlikely that this Man City side are going to finish with 98 points again. So if we just keep going with what are going, maybe get a few new signings, keep that same mind frame, we'll be good. But no. I think Klopp could feel how much Liverpool wanted to win this, and Klopp was like, we're gonna win the league next season. And I'm gonna do what we're gonna so and I am gonna take a step back, be humble, put my ego out of the way, and say, what do we need to do to win the league? And I think what you saw from them in the 1920 season was win. Go out and just win. It's not how we play and every play. Just go out there and do what is needed to win. And they were on a winning mentality, winning state of mind. And it is why they went on one of the craziest. I think they broke the winning run record, 100%. So, and they could have just completely done a record-breaking season. But I think their main aim was to win that league, and I think that what Klopp showed was management. For me, I respect a manager who has a plan B, plan C, plan Z, rather than a manager who sticks by his philosophy. Which is cool. I appreciate you sticking by your philosophy. But for me, I'm all about winning. And because that's what management is, that I am managing this situation. What do I have to do to win this game? How do I change things? Do I go to a 4-4-1? Do I go to a 3-4-3? Like what Conte did. Conte was like, all right, 3-4-3, let's just change the formation, because as a manager, you're here to win. And what makes a great manager is how they can go into their toolbox, into their bag of tricks, and conjure up something to alternate things to win. And I think in Klopp, he said to this Liverpool side that we have to just be compact, be well structured, but we have to have a strong winning mentality. Use our goal scorers, use our game winners, and try and do what we need to do to gain that win. We're not here to entertain, we're here to win this. And our focus, 100% focus, has to win this. So we're just reviewing the 5 years of Klopp. I think he is already one of the greatest Liverpool managers of all time. That's just a fact. People talk about Paisley. He is, based on the Champions League win, the Premier League win, in a far more competitive, but winning the Premier League in a far more competitive era. The points total that he acquired both this past season and the season before. What he's done with Sadio Mane, what he's done with Salah, what he's done with Trent Alexander-Arnold, the kind of system he's employed. He has to be one of the greatest Liverpool managers of all time. And I just think as a manager, because the story isn't ended yet. The story is not ended yet, because, but if the story was to end now, you have to put him at the very least top 10. At the very least, top 10 greatest managers of all time. You have to. Just based on everything, is what he's done with Liverpool, what he did with Dortmund, the Champions League win, the points total, the system he's employed, the way that he's improved players, all those things. You have to, at the very least, put him in top 10. So as far as if he goes into the top 5, is let's now see what he does. Does he go to Germany? Does he? How much more does he win with Liverpool? But I mean, I said again, it's been a amazing 5 years, and whichever genius said that we're going to take that dude who almost got Dortmund relegated, we're going to bring him. We're going to bring him in because I believe that he can do something. So whoever's decision was is to take a dip on Klopp, sending out Rodgers, one of the best decisions that Liverpool has ever made, man. And the question now is, How many more Champions Leagues can he win? How many more Premier Leagues can he win? Can he now create a legacy for Liverpool? And even more so beyond that, because I always say to guys that you've got to do that national thing. You have to do that national thing. And I think that Joachim Löw, I still don't know why he's in that job, but I just think for Klopp, if he can now go to Germany, get like a good German contingent, go to Germany and get a World Cup or a Euros for Germany, then he's in that special echelon. Then he's in a special echelon where guys like Beckenbauer is, because that's why Beckenbauer is one of the greats based on how much he's won as a player and as a manager. So, no, but no, he won't be. No, sorry, he couldn't win with Beckenbauer because of what Beckenbauer did as a player. But German guys are on one, man. So, yeah, Klopp, top, crazy 5 years. Guys, remember to hit that like button, like the video. Remember to subscribe, hit the subscribe button to your boy, Half for that content crack. Peace.